What does $220 a night get you at Universal Orlando Resort? Let's explore Loews Sapphire Falls Resort. That's right, we're here at Sapphire Falls and I'm gonna take you through everything there is to see at this hotel. That means inside the rooms, the pools, the elevators, all the restaurants, everything, even how to get to the parks and other parts of Universal. We're gonna cover it all in this video. Whether you're thinking of a stay at Sapphire Falls or not, I do think you should check this out because you can always live vicariously through me. We are hosted by Universal today, so thank you very much to Universal for having us, and I cannot wait to explore this resort with y'all. Headed in. I just got here. I parked my car myself. It does cost money to park here. Fees on screen now. But we are going to head inside Sapphire Falls, check it out, see if our room's ready. Now it's pretty early. It is about 11:30 a.m. that I'm arriving. And check-in is until 4 p.m. So there's no guarantee that our room will be ready until 4 p.m. But we can still go ahead, check in, drop off our bags with Bell Services, and start having some fun. There's also a valet parking option if you don't want to self-park, but obviously that costs a little bit more money. Not by much though, so. Very nice, it's chilly in here. All right, so found myself in the lobby and the check-in desk, pretty obvious, right to the left as you come in the doors. It's got this like wooden photo of the islands behind it, which of course goes with this hotel's theme. But I went ahead and checked in. Now at Universal, it is old school, unlike Disney where you can do that mobile check-in. You are gonna wait in line to check in, but super easy. You put a card down, give them your contact information, that kind of thing. Photo ID, the basics for checking in a hotel, and then they'll check you in. Now the great thing is that check-in, guaranteed to have your room ready, is 4 p.m., but my room, ready now. So we've got the room key acquired, and I mean, let's go ahead and check out our room. Why wait? Now, Sapphire Falls is laid out into guest houses. So you're gonna find out which guest house you are as the first number on your room key, and you're gonna head down that hallway. They are connected buildings, basically. So if you're in the wrong guest house, you will not be finding your room. So just make sure you listen when the team members are checking you in. And we're gonna head into guest house 2, see what our room looks like. All right, very cute hallways. And here's our room. I love these lights. Let's head inside. Ooh, okay, very nice, very blue. So nice. Okay, gotta check out the view. First stop, whenever you get in a hotel room, is look at your view. And we've got a pool view, baby. Man, this is so tropical. All right, a lot of room to see. I say we look around, check out all those details, everything that you might need to know about if you're gonna stay here. So let's take a look around. Starting with the door, you kind of enter into this little alcove. So good amount of space in this room, despite it not being like the largest. You've got your emergency exit, 2 peepholes of 2 different heights. You have your standard universal door locking, so a deadbolt, your little door latch, and then regular handle. The do not disturb sign, it says the tide is in. I guess we're the tide. Then right here, we've got a full length mirror. Very important right when you come in, so you can see me do this. You know what, let's switch it up and head to the bathroom first today. Another mirror, so you can see me do this. Just kidding. And the makeup mirror, very important because on the side that zooms, it looks really silly. I like the frame on this mirror. It's like the kind of thing that you don't want to see in a house, but you do want to see in a hotel or like an art museum. I think it looks awesome. Then you've got your vanity, which is a single sink, but a lot of vanity space on the side of the sink. You've got your tissue box, as well as a box of some toiletry products, cotton balls and cotton swabs. Your sink here, hot and cold water there. You've got some toiletries, 2 water glasses here, a shower cap. You have your facial soap slash hand soap, hand and body wash here, and then hand and body cream here. Towels wise, in this vanity section of the bathroom, you've got 2 hand towels, as well as a bunch of extra hand towels, washcloths, and towels. Then the vanity and actual bathroom area are separate, so someone can get ready while someone uses the restroom or takes a shower by this pull door. Now this does not lock, but it does close all the way. Then, once you're in the commode room, you have the ever important commode to your side here. You've got a little hook for a towel or anything like that. More towels here and washcloths. And then a glass door shower. I actually really like the shower. I think the white tile looks really nice. I also think it's really easy to see how clean it is, which I love. Glass door pulls open towards you. And you've got your bath mat hanging on the door here for you to set up when you shower. It's kind of a small shower and it does have a ledge. They do have handicap accessible rooms at this hotel. This is not one of them. I like the little ledge / seat in the shower if you're a sit in the shower kind of person. And then we've got a clothesline if you need to hang any swimsuits to dry after your pool day. And you've got your shower here. We'll check out shower pressure in a second. Toiletries wise, we've got conditioner, shampoo, and a bath bar. Let's see that shower pressure. Oh, that was not what I was expecting. So I guess you can adjust it to be a wider stream or a smaller stream. Pressure's a little weak. I would miss my home shower with this shower, but it's not horrible. It's not, like it would still get my hair wet. You know what I mean? Hey, now moving into the room proper. The carpet in here is super like oceany, tropical. I love that. And then you've got 2 queen beds here. Each bed has 4 pillows and 1 accent pillow. I like accent pillows in hotel rooms because I think they make them feel more homey. Some people don't because it's harder to think that they're clean. You know, everybody's got their things. You can always toss them on the floor. Got a print of a boat on the beach here. And you've got big lights on either side of the bed. These big sort of like tin can lights. And then you've got smaller lights. So no easy reading lights here. I think if somebody wants to read, it is going to cast light on other folks. But, you know, at least there's lights on either side of the bed. Everyone kind of has their own light. Bedside table, there's only one of them. Between the 2 beds, there are not any tables on the sides. We've got an alarm clock, something you won't see at Disney hotels, but you will see here at Universal. You've got your phone, ever important, especially because they do offer room service here. Another thing you won't see at Disney hotels except for Grand Floridian. And you've got a little memo pad with a Loews Hotels pen. 1 drawer here and a little cubby space under the side table. Good amount of space between the 2 beds. And something to note is there is no underbed storage, but there is that thing to keep you from losing things under the bed. So now over here, we've got our thermostat, which you can adjust as you like. And we have our closet. The closet I actually really like. It's these light blue pull shutter doors. And then it's lime green in there. What a pop of color. We've got your iron, extra pillows and blankets. I love when rooms have extra blankets, especially because I do tend to like to snuggle up. There's the hair dryer, and then a lot of hangers, as well as if you would like the laundry service at the hotel, that information is right there. In-room safe, which is programmable, a luggage rack, and an ironing board. In front of the beds, you've got the main storage unit as well as the TV. TV here, it is just like a regular cable TV with the Universal channel playing when you come in. Your TV remote in the room for your use, of course. Also on the desk, you've got the coffee brewer with a couple of different options, a medium dark roast and a green tea option, some creamers and sugars and things like that. There's also coffee in the lobby, a much more exciting coffee that costs more than this because that's complimentary with your room. Then we've got our drawers hidden in these cabinets, which I thought was really interesting. And it's 4 of the drawers all about this size for your storage. Off to the side here, we have our fridge. The fridge, pretty small, but definitely room enough for leftovers and drinks and things like that. There is a desk in this room, which is awesome. I love having a desk, especially because I'm often working when I'm in these hotel rooms. Got this beautiful print of the islands, so you can look at that while you might be doing something. This cool lamp that has a fun like lime green base. There's your water tray with your ice buckets and water glasses, and they do leave Fiji waters in the room. Those do cost money, so if you drink them, you will be charged for them. Then a little information sort of file box. You've got the rundown with all the info you need at the hotel. And then you've got the in-room dining menu. That's right, this hotel does have in-room dining, something very rare to see in Disney World nowadays, but full in-room dining menu. Got the morning fix, all day long options, kids menu, late night options, a drink menu, and even, stuff for your pets. This is a pet-friendly hotel, and you can literally get special cat food and dog food delivered to your room. Obviously, it's a little pricey, but I mean, it's so cool. Something I really, really love is that on their late night menu, they have an early breakfast section. You can order breakfast in the middle of the night. So if you are somebody who has to catch a really early flight and need to order breakfast before 6 a.m. when breakfast starts, you can. There are also some trash bags in there as well because you do have your trash bin and recycling bin under the desk. And then it's a rolly chair, very exciting, easy to maneuver, with a desk drawer. Finally, as we get over towards the window, we've got another chair, like a nice armchair that you can sit in, and a standing lamp here as well. So lots of nice comfy space in this room, I feel like. Window wise, you do have lots of curtain options. You've got your privacy curtains here that still let all the light in without letting the pool folks look right up into your room, especially at night. You've got blackout curtains, ever important for that midday nap. And then we are in a pool view room. This hotel does have standard views, pool views, and lagoon views. All of them are going to be priced a little bit differently. Obviously, the pool view feels very tropical and fun, so I'm a pretty big fan of it. And that's the room. Honestly, a pretty standard hotel room, but I think very comfortable, extremely clean, spacious enough, lots of amenities. I love it in here, honestly. Like, especially when you think I can take a boat over to the parks at my leisure. Amazing, amazing. Of course, one thing is very important when determining the quality of any hotel room, and that is universal bedside with Quincy. Woo! Oh my gosh, this is comfortable. Am I tired? It's like a firm mattress in the support, but plush in like the comfort. Like it feels like a firm mattress with a nice mattress topper on it, which it may be. I honestly think this is really comfortable. I also love this bedspread. It's like waffle. And I think it looks really nice and feels really nice. And yeah, I'm a fan. Gotta test the pillows though. These are heavy pillows. Okay, so firmer than Disney's. I really like a lot of head sinkage. I'm a plush pillow gal. These are firmer than Disney's, but they're not overly firm. They're just like, they really hold their shape while still giving you, you know, a nice soft cushion, little springy feeling to them. I think if you're pillow picky, this is a kind of a crowd pleaser. So it's not gonna, you know, you're not gonna love it if you like your pillow. But usually people who are like that bring their own pillows. If you are one of those people, tell me in the comments. I respect you. Sage also does that. So, you know, you're out there. I get it. Now, we are in a standard room, which is 321 square feet. That is the lowest room type here at Sapphire Falls, and that's where we are. You can upgrade from that standard view to one of the pool or lagoon views that I talked about. Prices for these rooms is going to start at about $222 per night and go up to around $500 per night, depending on when you're traveling and what view you choose. But these aren't the only rooms you're going to find at this hotel. Sapphire Falls also offers luxury suites, which start at about 529 feet. So those are much bigger than this room, and they can go up. They have suites as big as 1,350 square feet. So pretty big hotel rooms here. The luxury suite types include the kids suites, which is going to have a bed for the parents, as well as 2 twin beds for the kiddos. They also have the king or sapphire suites, the hospitality suites, and the presidential suite. The kids suites start at $322 per night. And if you go all the way up to the most expensive room type, the presidential suites at the most expensive time of the year, you're looking at around $3,000 per night. But you should always look for special offers. For instance, this summer, annual pass holders and Florida residents can save up to 40% on select Universal hotels, Sapphire Falls included. And Universal hotels, even if you're local, provide a lot of perks. So if you're trying to do a staycation, you might want to consider looking into some of these Universal hotels. Of course, we're going to talk about all of those perks and also check out everything this hotel has to offer. I don't know why we're still sitting here. Get up. There's so much hotel to see. I mean, don't get up because I think you're probably in front of your TV. So you can stay sitting, but I'm going to get up and I'll walk us around. I'll carry you. Get in my hand. Okay, let's go. There's no better place to start exploring a hotel than the lobby, which is where we're back. I walked back over here. So lobby here, we're gonna step outside the front to take a look around some of the things that are right in front of the hotel and are very important for your stay. So when you arrive at Sapphire Falls, you'll find yourself under this porte cochere here, which has a really cool giant chandelier. And out here is where you'll find a couple of important things. You've got your parking, which we talked about earlier. Self-parking is $31 per night per vehicle. They also have valet and day guest parking, but it is a little bit more expensive. We're walking to the left towards the parking garage outside of the lobby. You can actually walk to pretty much every single Universal destination from this hotel. We are also pretty close to some other amenities like pharmacies and things like that. So at Universal, you're really not bubbled up as much as you are at Disney. If you're staying at a Disney hotel, you're not walking anywhere. You're not going anywhere outside of the Disney bubble. But at Universal, that's not the case. But if you do want to go somewhere in the Universal bubble, you can take the Garden Walk. Now, the Garden Walk has 2 entrances at this hotel. One of them is where we are right now. You can see there's signs pointing because the Garden Walk leads pretty much everywhere. And walking out of the front of the hotel you can find yourself on the garden walk to Universal's Aventura Hotel, as well as Volcano Bay. You can also take the garden walk to Universal's Cabana Bay Beach Resort, which I highly recommend doing if you're staying at Sapphire Falls. Cabana Bay Beach is actually a less expensive hotel, but it has a lot of really cool theming and really cool amenities. You can check out my full tour of Cabana Bay on our channel right now, where I kind of experienced all of it, show it all to you. So it's a pretty darn cool hotel. Now to access Cabana Bay, you're gonna take a different part of the garden walk than where we are right now, but you can see it's literally right across the street. Everything's pretty close. Aventura is basically in the same parking lot if you wanna check out that hotel. And if you'd like to see me do a tour of that hotel as well as the other Universal hotels that I have yet to do, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I'm absolutely loving exploring the Universal hotels. I'm just walking out here to show you how close Volcano Bay actually is. So you can't quite see it from where I am right now, but Volcano Bay is located right on the other side of that blue tower. The volcano is right behind that blue tower. So it's not particularly far. I would guess probably a 15-minute walk. One thing to note is you do need your hotel key card to be able to access Volcano Bay from this walking path. So make sure to not leave that behind. But unfortunately, we are not going to Volcano Bay today, despite my best wishes. I love Volcano Bay. Emma and I have ridden every water ride at Universal, including all of the slides have Volcano Bay in one day. And yes, we did do the coffin drop style slide and it was intense. But we're not exploring Volcano Bay today, we're exploring Sapphire Falls, and there's so much to see just at this hotel alone that you don't even need to take that garden walk. Shrek bus passing. All right, back in the lobby. Got a couple of things to see right in this big lobby space. First of all, it's beautiful in here. It's so light and airy. There's tons of seating. Of course, you've got your check-in desk, which we visited just a little bit earlier to get all checked in. And right to the left of the check-in desk is where you'll find luggage services, bell services. This is absolutely going to be an amazing amenity if you need a cart to get your luggage up to your room, or if you're arriving before your room is ready and want to head to the theme park so you need to drop your luggage off somewhere, or if you're not leaving the resort until well after you have to check out, you can leave your bags there as well and head to the park. So very, very important place to know. When I arrived, I was offered a bottle of water, which is great because I left my water bottle at home. You can also find concierge for any needs you might have, as well as an Avis car rental desk if you are using an Avis car rental. Just across the lobby, you'll find something very, very helpful, and that is Universal Orlando Resort Vacation Planning Center. This is an amazing amenity to have at Universal hotels. Instead of buying your tickets, getting your physical tickets at the park gates in those long, long lines, you can just head straight here and get help at the hotel. Need help with a dining reservation, need help with express to be able to skip the lines when you get to the park. If you want to purchase more tickets than you planned, head here. You've got access to Universal guest services in your hotel lobby. Pretty amazing, because you never know when something's going to go wrong and you don't want to wait in a 45-person line to get a little help for it. Like all Universal hotels, we do have a Universal Studios store right off of the lobby, so if there are any souvenirs you want to grab and you don't want to lug them around all day, they just might have them in the Universal Studios store. Now, they're not going to have everything, so if you see something and you fall in love with it in the parks and you're not going to be back there, I do recommend going ahead and grabbing it, but they're going to have a lot of stuff. They even have like a whole Wizarding World of Harry Potter section. So they have tons of the Wizarding World merch. A lot of the more popular stuff. These pajamas are so cute. You can peruse. They've got character wands. They've got interactive wands. They've got wizarding robes. You don't necessarily need to be carrying around the things you're carrying around in the theme park when you've got a Universal Studios store in your lobby. Marvel merch, Simpsons merch, and the general Universal merch as well. All can be found in the Universal Studios store. On top of that, they've got some stuff just in case you forgot it or break something or need a new pair. They've got sunglasses. They've got lots of swimwear, so if you need it. And get this, Sapphire Falls even has their own merchandise line. So if you love your stay at Sapphire Falls, or it's a tradition for you to stay at Sapphire Falls, you might want to grab this very cool Sapphire Falls long sleeve t-shirt or a tumbler. The most important part of any gift shop, in my opinion, is going to be the essentials wall. Now here, it's actually an essentials station, so a little bit different, but this is where you'll find anything that you might need, like razor heads or Kleenex, feminine products, medicine, sunscreen, baby stuff. So if you forget anything, they do have it in the store. Now keep in mind, this stuff is usually going to be a little bit more expensive. Just across the hall from the store, we have New Dutch Trading Company coffee. This is a great spot to grab and go items or a cup of coffee. And they even have some take home like imported goodies and specialty spices, which I think is interesting. I love that they have sweet treats and it's open very long hours, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. You can come in here. They got s'mores packages for the fire pit. That's so cool. They're selling cocktail mix and the liquor to go with worth it. Looks like they had some breakfast items this morning, sandwiches and wraps and things like that. Will y'all judge me if I buy this? There's a gelateria over at the Portofino Bay Hotel, which you can see me tour that full hotel, including try their gelato. And I bet you this is the same gelato, and it was really darn good over there. But olives for now. We've got a pizza pretzel. Sorry, it's exciting in here. This is an exciting space we found ourselves in. All right, let's go. The ATM is going to be down the hallway from the lobby, right here. And then something else to note about this hotel is it does have ballrooms and meeting space. So there may be some kind of convention or meeting being hosted at this hotel while you're staying here. If that does happen, you might see a little uptick in crowds. Typically, convention crowds aren't too much of a problem in my experience. At any convention hotel, Disney, Universal, wherever. They tend to be pretty isolated, but it's just something to know that it could be a thing. Now, when there's not a convention, if you ever need a quiet, nice place to sit, I do recommend convention centers. No one comes in here, and there are oftentimes very private, very quiet bathrooms if you stroll through the convention center. Now, whether there's a convention or not, there is a business center at this hotel that you can access printing or mailing services at. That can be helpful whether you're doing a convention or not. But yeah, pretty nice convention space. Wow, it really keeps going, huh? Also, just off the lobby, I'm back in the lobby. I ate my olives. It happened, okay? You'll find Strong Water Tavern. Now, Strong Water Tavern is going to be sort of the more bar location, lounge location here at Sapphire Falls. It's going to be an awesome place to grab cocktails as well as some tapas style small plates. I'm thinking this is probably where we're going to go for dinner. They don't open till 4 p.m. They have a beautiful patio that overlooks the lagoon. The inside is so beautiful. Look at like the dark woods. This is one of my favorite things the lobby can have is large, nice seating areas with views of a giant window. I love that. You can see Doctor Doom's Fearfall from here. What more could you want? There's also a really huge TV in here. They've got on ESPN right now, but you think they would play like the Food Network for me if I asked? Honestly, they probably would. No one's over here watching it. But we don't have time for the Food Network, you silly goose. We have more hotel to see. Wait, I just checked my shot list to make sure I didn't forget to tell you guys something. And I did forget to tell you guys something. They have a wall of rums, including rare and vintage rums in here. And you can speak to rum specialists when you're here. I'm not typically a rum drinker, but I might have to have some rum tonight. My dad's a big rum drinker. I should have brought him here. He just left town. This place seems really interesting. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Let's go downstairs. One of my favorite architectural features at Sapphire Falls is this beautiful stone staircase. It definitely feels very like island ruins to me. Really loud music blasting in it right now. We're gonna head out on the second floor here. The lobby's actually on the 4th floor to check out a lot of that recreation and amenities at this hotel. So on the pool level, we have the Calypso Game Zone. This is an arcade, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and looks pretty darn fun. Not the biggest arcade ever, but it looks like it's got some fun games. Of course, the games do cost money, but this could be a fun way for your kiddo to get some energy out, spend some time, playing some games. They've even got some games that go at the park, which is fun. Across the hall, we have Kalina Health and Fitness. This is going to be the fitness room at this hotel. You'll find treadmills, bicycles, upright and recumbent, elliptical machines, variable resistance weight machines, and a stretching area. The locker rooms even offer a dry sauna and showers. So it's a pretty large fitness area. It's in use right now, but definitely if you are a workout on vacation kind of person, you can do so. Now, whether you are a workout on vacation kind of person or not, you're probably gonna be interested in this next part. And that's the pool. Welcome to the Sapphire Falls pool area with the 16,000 gallon, partially sand bottom pool out here. You could see it from our room and it looked pretty nice. Not overly crowded despite it being a warm day, middle of the day. Yeah, pretty beautiful pool area. And there's a lot to offer around the pool too. I love this. It looks like a bridge, but it's actually just like a crossing between the pool and the lagoon waterfall. The vibes are great. I'll say it. They're great. I'm getting distracted. The sign said there's a waterfalls overlook this way. I'm interested. Okay, I'm already happy. I've already got a lagoon overlook. Colors are just so vibrant here. Like, it's so blue and so green. The plant life is so beautiful. And there is this amazing feature waterfall that looks out at the lagoon. You can see it when you're coming back to your hotel from the parks or headed to the parks. You can walk right up next to it at the waterfalls overlook. There's that water taxi dock. We'll see a lot more of that later. Very in depth. I'm back at the pool. You guys have got to stop letting me get distracted every time I see a bag of olives or a waterfall. Around the pool, you'll find a lot of pool games like ping pong tournaments, water balloon tosses, hula hoop contests, an outdoor pool table, and more. And right where I walked in, there is this pool bar. I think this is only open for part of the day. It is not the only dining drinks location around the pool. Let's check out the menu though. Oh, they've got a couple signature cocktails, including a 45-ounce tsunami bowl. Okay, so this is the menu from over at Drum Club Canteen, which we will see in a second. Now you'll see there are some cabanas here, and that is because this hotel does have cabanas for rent. If that's something you're interested in, you can stop by the Towel Hut over here and see if they've got any availability. The Towel Hut has towels and sunscreen readily available. There are life jackets available too if you've got some weaker swimmers. And then heading this way, we're gonna find one of the features of the slide. Listen, you're gonna be like, oh, my kids are gonna be so excited. They're gonna get to see Spider-Man and Harry Potter, and they're just gonna have the best time, and that's all they're gonna wanna do. No, your kid is gonna go crazy for the fact that there's a slide that has some rocks around it. And that's okay. That's what kids do. Cabanas look really nice though. They've got storage, they've got fans, TVs, shady, nice. And typically with cabanas, you'll get that poolside service, which is pretty nice. In fact, the poolside service isn't just reserved for the cabanas. The chairs have tags on them, so if you want food, you can get it delivered directly to your poolside seat. Talk about a good afternoon. There is a hot tub, which a lot of people are in for the temperature, I'll tell you. And here is the fire pit for this hotel, surrounded by sand. No one's sitting around it right now. It is the hottest part of the day, which makes sense. This all through here is going to be seating for Drum Club Canteen, another food location here at this hotel. Drum Club Canteen has more of that Caribbean ruins vibe. There is a bar you can sit inside. There's also all of the table seating that you can use. They're going to have a lot of stuff on the menu here: fresh seafood, burgers, sandwiches, nachos, and tropical drinks too. All right, I chose something. I got the creamsicle. Did I say I was going to get anything? I had like a crisis of if I wanted to get something, and I decided I did. I got the creamsicle. This is one of their frozen cocktails. It is blue cherry vanilla rum, light rum, vanilla ice cream, and mango. It's just now occurring to me that this is going to make my stomach hurt because it has ice cream. Too late. Oh, it's so good. Super creamy, super cool, especially this warm part of the day. It doesn't particularly taste like a creamsicle. I think that's kind of a misleading name. I've had much more creamsicle-y cocktails. It's mostly like kind of a light vanilla-y mango flavor. Honestly, in my opinion, the perfect pool drink. Fruity is great for the pool, but I think that like sometimes you want something that's a little more like sweet, milkshakey. But this doesn't taste like it has a ton of dairy in it, which means it's probably gonna work me even more. I'm having a great time. I love Universal Hotels. That drink rocked. And I watched the first cut of our new tag video while I was sitting there, and I'll say, I think you guys should watch it too. It's on the channel now because you're in the future and I'm in the past. Walking past the splash pad. Pretty great splash deck for the kiddos. Anyway, my review of the pool area is that it's great. And my cocktail was really good. And I wish that I could sit out here all day, but we got more to see. So, you know, we're gonna. All right, after the pool, we made ourselves back inside. Just to know that there is guest laundry around the hotel for your use. But we're headed somewhere pretty interesting, something you won't see at a ton of hotels, but I think is a really fun amenity. So this outside section is the pet walk. There's this whole grassy area that is dedicated to walking your pets, getting them their exercise, getting them some outside time. They could run through here. But yeah, I mean, pretty awesome. You know, you got the little fur babies are allowed here, so you can take them out. Something else I love about this hotel is cats and dogs are allowed. I am a cat mom, and Hemingway could come and stay here with me. I don't know where I'm walking right now. I don't think anywhere in particular, but the pet walk. This pathway here is accessible also from a normal part of the hotel that is not the pet walk. And it is the rest of the garden walk. This is how you'll get to the other resort hotels, the theme parks, Universal City Walk. It's a bit of a long walk. I would say expect 10 to 15 minutes, but it will get you there. I have to head to the parks today and I will not be taking the garden walk because it is hot, but I might take it back. Back this way, we've got the hotel. So this is how you access the garden walk. It's kind of to the left if you're facing the lagoon. and it's a great way to get you to the parks. Now I popped back inside on the first floor to show you Ametista Cookhouse. This is the table service restaurant here, which is gonna have some island inspired eats as a seasonal menu. I mean, the food looks amazing. Definitely a little more upscale without feeling like too fancy. And they have this nice, beautiful open kitchen where you can see them preparing the food. So Ametista, another option for dinner. We're between this and Strongwater Tavern right now. I literally might ask you guys on my Instagram where I should eat because I can't decide. Hopping outside, you can see that Ametista has some outdoor dining. And you'll also find yourselves at the rest of the resort transportation. So here's where that water taxi is, right here to get to the parks. Then there is also the option for a shuttle bus and the garden walk. Shuttle bus stop is just this way. I'm gonna follow these signs. The garden walk continues this way as well. You can get on the Shrek bus, get to the parks. So if you don't want to walk or you're headed to Volcano Bay, you can take those buses. If you're headed to the theme parks and City Walk though, I do recommend taking the boat. It's a wonderful cruise. And in fact, it's what we're gonna do right now. I have to head to the theme parks to film another video real quick. So why don't we test out the water taxi, see how long it takes, see how nice it is, you know, give it a shot. Check this out. About an 8-minute boat ride and like 25 steps. And I'm at the gates of Universal Studios. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Well, I'm gonna head in and film another video. I'll catch you afterwards so that we can maybe walk back, check out the path, and then get some tasty dinner. I can't wait. So see you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I know I said I was gonna walk the garden walk, but I am gonna take the boat. My legs are tired. I just did full laps of the 2 theme parks to talk about things that you might not know about Universal. Videos on the channel now. But my legs are really tired, so I am gonna take the boat. I do actually know how long the garden walk takes though, because you can see in my Cabana Bay Beach video that I walked from Cabana Bay Beach all the way to the theme parks, and that passes our hotel. It's about a 15-20 minute walk from our hotel, closer to 15 I would say, depending on your pace of course. But we're gonna boat. The other option is those shuttle buses. The shuttle buses do depart from over near the security pavilion, which is through City Walk. And it's a bit longer of a walk for me to get to the bus stop, and then longer to get back to my room once we get back to the hotel. All right, I settled it. Strongwater for dinner. I'm pretty excited because this menu looked really interesting. So I'm gonna see about grabbing a seat and we'll grab a little dinner and maybe talk about the pros and cons of Sapphire Falls. Okay, I am settled at my table. My food is here. So I got a drink. I went with the Royals Reserve, which is their kind of espresso martini option. It is made with Selva Ray chocolate rum, Cafe Borgetti liqueur, an espresso shot, and agave. So it's like a rum espresso drink. Pretty excited about that. And then food-wise, I've gotten another thing that's still coming, but this is one of their ceviche options. It is the tuna tirado with seared ahi tuna, passion fruit, aji amarillo glaze, spiced fruit salsa, and root vegetable chips. Cheers!
The cocktail, very well crafted, very tasty. A little on the sweet side for my taste. I like a more like poppy forward espresso martini, but it's totally delicious. And I love that it's like a rum-based drink. Amazingly well crafted, a beautiful drink. Emma, who's an espresso martini fiend, would love this, but it definitely speaks to the quality of cocktails here. I think they're pretty spectacular, which they have to be when the bar looks as good as it does. The tuna, it's so good. The tuna, the ahi tuna is perfectly seared. To be soft in the middle, it's very high quality fish, so it doesn't have any of that metallic taste you can get with tuna. And like the ball that covered a mayo on the side with like a freshness to it. And then the blue chips, the pine chilies, like a perfectly balanced app. Man, I'm so glad of that sharing. All right. And I also went with something from the Colombia section of the menu, which is the pork with juices, arepas stuffed with chicharron, beans, cheese, served with pickled vegetables, pico de gallo, and a green garlic sauce. I love green garlic sauce, so I'm pretty jazzed about this. Also, the arepas always look so good in hot dough. Consider the arepa is amazing. The meat of this oven right true to us is butter flavor. There's a nice, like, subtle heat on the tongue, so good with spicy with bubble, but with still there. It's a little like crisp on the outside, took me a long time to chew, but that meat is so good. And that really crisp kind of adds like a familiarity. The chicken is on top, look hard for me. You're gonna be that green garlic sauce. And there's a like the garlic sauce. Got the bite from the garlic. Oh, so good. And then what to this? You can go to tapas restaurant, it's pretty easy to knock up a bill because, you know, each of these things to like $15-ish. So we're looking at already, you know, I've got to a $45 bill on just two things. Without dinner for me, it would probably be a dinner for everyone. So, you know, just like to keep in mind. Still very tasty, and I really enjoyed it. I think a really nice sort of upskill mountain experience.
I've made it back to the room, changed into jammies, universal jammies, obviously. And yeah, I mean, I think we gotta talk about whether or not this hotel is right for you, the pros and cons of it. First, let's really explicitly talk about those universal perks. So, universal perks included if you stay at Sapphire Falls are that you get priority seating at select restaurants, early theme park admission to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. You can check the park hours to see what days are what park. It's usually 2 islands of adventure. Free and easy transportation, resort-wide charging privileges if you'd like them, purchase delivery, and that walking path that leads to pretty much everywhere in Universal, plus the water taxis. Lots of perks. Pros of this hotel is that it's a really nice, relaxing, vacation-y feeling theme, and it feels nice while still feeling accessible. It's a really great, like, middle to upper tier hotel. The biggest pro, in my opinion, are those perks I just listed. I would also say that the dining at this hotel is a pro. What I experienced today was really awesome, and you have such easy access to other spots that you'll never run out of options. Plus, kind of in the middle, I mean, it could be a pro for some people, it could be a con for some people, is the price. This is a reasonably priced hotel. I think it's priced for what you get. There are cheaper options at Universal, and absolutely those cheaper options are also amazing. You can check out my stay at Endless Summer. You can check out my stay at Cabana Bay Beach. I had amazing stays there too for cheaper than this, so that could be why it's a con, but we're going to leave price in the middle because it kind of depends on what you're looking for. The cons to this hotel, I actually wouldn't say there are very many. I think the biggest con for this hotel is that you are paying more than you pay at the values, but you're not paying enough to go into that premier category and get that free express perk. So it's kind of like this limbo space where, yes, it's nice and it's a great experience. I love the water taxis, but you're not getting to skip the lines. And if you paid just a little bit more, you would. So I think that's a big con, is that it does kind of sit in its own category. I also have noticed that the spaces do tend to get pretty crowded once the parks close for the day. Universal parks close around 7 or 8 p.m. for a lot of the year, and that can mean that the hotels get pretty darn crowded. So I've noticed that as well as a con, but it's not nearly as crowded as the values. Overall, I've really enjoyed my stay here. I think this feels like a regular hotel, and I mean that positively. Like, it's nicely themed and it's got the access to the theme parks, but it's not like you're not totally immersed in the resortiness of it. And I think it's a nice reprieve. So I am really like happy with this. I also think that like there are definitely some pluses to it above those values. I just do wish it had that express perk. Okay, now I've got a pretty early morning, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. But if I do that, we won't know how I feel about the beds after 8-hour bed science. Luckily, there's the power of movie magic, so here's me way earlier than I want to be up tomorrow. They're good. Those are good. Also, checkouts at 11. I think I forgot to say that. Oh, I don't want to get up. Well, you heard it from her. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. And now, go watch my full tour of Cabana Bay Beach Resort. I'll see you there.